Hey guys, welcome to today's lesson. It's a finger-picking classic, Blackbird by the Beatles. Let's get started. Blackbird may just be my very favorite acoustic guitar piece ever written, and I love playing it and I love teaching it. I've been playing it for over 30 years and sharing it with hundreds of guitar students, and I'm excited to share it with you today, so let's get started on it. So I'm going to walk you through this today. We're going to start off with those 3 chords. Okay, follow the tabs here. We're going to simultaneously pluck the thumb and the middle finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret on the thumb, 6th string, and the open string, 2nd string. Okay, that's all we're going to do for now. The next chord is the open on the 5th string and the 1 on the 2nd string, the C. We're going to pinch those 2 together simultaneously. Okay, so far we have this. And the next one's going to be 2 and 3 on those same 2 strings. Okay, read the tabs there above. Okay, 2 and 3. Don't worry about the note in the middle there, the G string, the pedal tone that recurs over and over. We'll add that back in. So far we have this. Okay, you just want to map out those shapes and get this so your fingering is similar to mine. If you don't have much of a stretch there, you might have to use your pinky. Do what you need to do, okay, to get those 3 chords. Okay, now we are ready to add the open G in the middle as a pedal tone like this. Okay, and I like my thumb bouncing back and forth like this. Follow the tabs there. That's measure 1. Okay, that goes blackbird singing in the dead. Okay, now we want to slide it all the way up here to the 10 and 12. Okay, 10 and 12 on this 5th string and 2nd string respectively. And we want to pinch them, okay? Just like that. So let's just do that. Notice the slide from here, 2 and 3, to 10 and 12 on the same 2 strings, respectively. Great, so once you have that, now when we're on this 10 and 12, we have to get the other pattern. There's 2 finger picking patterns. So the first one was just this, okay, and the other one is going to be this pattern. So let me break that down for you. It's very important that you get the thumb index like this. Thumb index, both on the same string, that open G string. And then it goes thumb, middle, and thumb. So the pattern is this. Long, short, 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 long. Long, short, 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 long. And that's what I call pattern 2. Okay, so now let's piece that together from the beginning. Long, short, 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 long. Long, short, 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 long. And that's actually the intro of the song. And then you can do it all over again and start singing the lyrics. Okay, let's try that once again, nice and slow. Now we can start the song. Okay, so now, after that intro, we're gonna do it again. But now you'd be singing the words, which we'll do in a second. Okay? And then it's gonna go like this. And I always call that part the walk up. Why? Because the bass is walking up chromatically on the 5th string. Notice my fingering. I always have my students do this fingering. 3 to the 4, okay, with these 2 fingers, and then move it up 2 frets, 5 and 6, with the same 2 fingers. And then not only that, then move that first finger to the 7. So watch my bass line pattern. Then shift, same thing, and then shift again. You'll see why once we add the other note on. And I'm gonna omit the string in between again, that open G string like we did at the beginning. Now we have the other note on, 3 and 5, pinch. Okay, now this middle finger will go to the 4 on the 5th string, and this finger will now go to the 3 on the 1st string. Okay, so we just wanna practice this. Let's do that again. Okay, just get used to doing that. Don't worry about the open G string in the middle. And now move that up 2 frets and do it again. It's a sequence, okay? Sounds like this when you piece it together. And then finally we resolve to 7 and 8. Okay, so notice that bass was this with that fingering. So when you add the finger on the 2nd string and the 1st string, it will all flow well. And this is the walk up, I call it. And once you arrive there, you can either use your ring finger here or your pinky, because now you're gonna have to move that finger to the 6 and 8. But before we move on, let's go ahead and add that G string back in, assuming you have this walk up part. Okay? It's gonna sound like this. Okay, let's do that again. And I'm thumping that open G in between those 8th notes there with my thumb. And once we arrive to that 7 and 8, respectively there, now we want to kick into pattern 2. Okay, that finger picking pattern, like we did up here previously on the 10 and 12. Okay, now we're doing it here on 7 and 8. And then we want to move our first finger to 6 and 8 and continue on that pattern. Let's piece all that together so far. Here we go. Okay. Do the walk down. We're just on 7, 8, 6, 8. Now we're going to be on 5 and 7. I'm going to use these 2 fingers because of the stretch. If you want to use these 2, that's fine. And now we're going to go backwards from what we just did with the walk up. Okay. All your life. Okay, we'll add the vocal in a minute. Okay, let's just get those patterns. So we have this. And now once we arrive to this is the C chord, by the way, we're going to do this pattern, pattern 2. And then we lower this from the 5th fret to the 4th fret. Okay, minor to major, or rather major to minor. Happy to sad, we can think of it. Okay, good. Let's try all that so far from the walk up. 5, 7, backwards, 4, 3, pattern 2. Okay, good. If you need to, go ahead and rewind that and work with me on that. Now we're going to slide that same shape down 1 fret to 2 and 3. And we'll continue that pattern. And I think you're getting the hang of it now. It becomes easier. And then go to open 2 on the same 2 strings still, 5th and 2nd string respectively. Slow down there and walk you through that. 2, 3, open 2, open 1, and then this string open, okay, the 4th string, and then back to 3 and open. And that's the first chord you played. But notice now it's getting treated with that pattern 2. Okay, so I think we're ready to try the whole A section up until there, which is now the interlude. From the beginning, with the intro. Intro. Pattern 2 there. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Get ready for the walk up. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. All right, good job. Now we are at the interlude. We're going to go back to 3/5 with that pattern, pattern 1, 2, 3, open 2 with a pattern 2, and then open 1, go to the 4th string. We're going to hold on that chord. So after this, then the chord with that second pattern. And then we start all over. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. And now we're at the B section, the chorus. Okay, so now that you mastered that A section, let's get the B section down of the song. Now we're exclusively going to stay on these 2 strings here, the 5th and the 2nd string. And here's the shape. 8 and 10, 7, 8, 5, 6, 3, 5, and 1 and 3. Just follow the tabs there. And don't worry, we'll add the middle notes back in. And back to 3, 5. I always have my students just learn the shapes first, the shell, okay? And the first time does that, so it can repeat. The second time goes like this. 3, 5, 1, 3, open 2, open 1, open 1 here, and then back to the beginning, okay? And that's pretty much the whole song with the repeats. You can listen to the original version if you want to know the form of it. Okay, so now let's try it with the open string back in, and I'll walk you through the patterns. 8, 10, 7, 8, 5, 6, 3, 5. Once we arrive to the 1, 3, we want to do pattern 2. And then go to 3, 5, do pattern 2 again. Okay, and now we go back to 8, 10, 7, 8, 5, 6, 3, 5, 1, 3, pattern 2, open 2, same 2 strings, and then open 1, just like before, that open string here, and then switch, and then back to the beginning. Okay, and then right here, just like before, open 1, open on the D string, and then immediately back to the beginning. And that's the interlude. You wouldn't be singing over that part there. It's just instrumental. And then you can follow the form. Please listen to the original song for inspiration. A lot of people have covered it, and everybody actually does a slightly different version of it. They don't necessarily follow the original recording, and I encourage you to kind of make up your own arrangement of it. Okay, let's do that whole B section and then go back to the A section and without stopping. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you do, please consider joining my Patreon page. For all of my bonus lessons and all of my lessons where I walk you through each song very carefully like I did with this lesson. Thanks so much. We'll see you guys next time. Okay, here we go. Blackbird fly it just connects to the beginning. You can keep on doing the walk-up as an instrumental. You got it now. And then and that's Blackbird. And that last chord here is just a harmonic on the 12th fret, 3 strings. Just a G major triad, 12, 12, 12. And to get the harmonic, you just barely want to touch the fret right over the middle fret on the 12th fret. Okay, that gives you a nice G triad.